Hello humanity, this is Humanitarian History. My name is Emilio de Jesus and this is my daughter Autumn.
Hi.
So today my daughter told me, well not today, a couple of days ago, she watched the movie Frozen, and what happened, Autumn?
I saw the rocks with air, fire, earth, and water.
Okay, and they called it what?
And
there was a river named what?
there was a river of darkness.
There you go, you see people? So Autumn, as we reading about this, can you show the people where the river of darkness is at?
Sure. Thing. Where that arrow is pointing.
There you go. You see? So now you understand how you should teach your children the truth, how to see through everything. So, Adi, don't worry about that. Okay. So, you see? She knows how to see through the movies. And then I went to her movies with her. She went with her grandma.
Yeah.
And she saw everything I'm telling her. You see? Remember, people, we live in a fake world. Fake government, fake religion, fake education system. Tell your children not to lose sleep over their grades, not to, because it's all fake. To do their best that they can.
Yeah.
Alright? So the truth is nature. Like the American Indians been trying to tell us. Alright? Remember, when they gave you your Bible, and they tell you their definition of the Bible is a lie. It's a primitive way of looking at it. All the Bible is astrology stories being repeated. All those stories in the Bible repeats itself over and over and over again. Do you understand this, humanity? I hope you do, because if you don't, you have a primitive mind, a primitive way of seeing things. Okay? You must educate your children on the truth, not on the lie. And this is the only way we can save the people from the future, by teaching our children the truth so they can help one another and when that time comes. Right now we live in the 200 years of purification, number 62 apocalyptic cycle, where the 8 sons are awakened. And hard times are coming. Alright? It's already happening to a lot of people in Venus, alright, where the water levels are up. As by the year 2025, if this technology, we have chemtrails, we have CERN, we have a lot of great technologies. Hopefully with these technologies it'd be a less, you know what I mean? But I'm not sure how else to explain it, but hopefully this video will explain it to you guys, and I hope you enjoy it. So until next time, stay tuned for the presentation. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hello humanity, welcome to Humanitarian History. This is Emilio de Jesus, and today's video is about our galaxy cycle, the human transmutation. Alright, I'll be explaining this to you guys. The name of this video, I call it, where is it at? This is the name that I made up for it. I call it Titano. That means Titans, the Earth first species that cosmet sun's radiation. That's what I call it. But the real name is somewhere up here. It's in Spanish. Covered it up. CATOPTRVM METEORO GRAPHICVM. So it's something like that, but it's actually an ancient Spanish writing from the Greeks. Alright? But this was from the historians. The historians created this. Alright? So I'm going to reveal to you guys a lot of things. Alright? But remember, all these stories repeat itself. I just want to let you guys know that all these stories repeat itself over and over and over again. So let's get started. So I want to show you guys the color images first, just in case I forget. So I want you to see this one over here. Alright? Pause it if you need to. There's the color. There's the color. There's the color, alright? Now this is my second attempt on this video. the first one is gonna be again the end of this video. So I'll do it twice, but it's in the same video. All right. So this video is gonna be about probably 2 hours, but that's just me repeating the same thing. I just wanna, you know, explain it correctly. All right. So here we go. So to get started, the first thing I want to show you guys is to show you that we live in a fake world, a world where they're trying to trap your mind. So before we get started with this, let me get this image over here. Let me see if I see a better one. Here's a better one. Alright, let's just zoom in. And I'll explain more later. But look. Alright. You see that? So I want to show you guys something. Let me get my phone. I want to show you guys. There's my phone. So you go right here. Islam symbol. So let me do this again. Islam moon cross symbol.
Star and crescent is an iconographic symbol used in various historical contexts.
Okay, let me do this again, because you guys didn't hear I have the volume now. Raise it up. Islam crescent symbol.
Here's a summary from Wikipedia. The star and crescent is an iconographic symbol used in various historical contexts.
You see what she said? Okay. So I want you guys to play that again and hear it, right? But you see that symbol? It's in here. I'm going to show it to you guys. Look. Let me do this again. Let me raise the volume up more. Islam crescent symbol. Islam crescent symbol.
Here's a summary from Wikipedia. The star and crescent is an iconographic symbol used in various historical contexts.
You see? Historical contexts, alright? You read? The star and crescent is an iconographic symbol and used in various historical contexts, but is most well known as the symbol of the Ottoman Empire. It's often considered a symbol of Islam by extending, but this notion is denied as all religions bears no symbol. You see? So I'm going to show you guys what this means, alright, right now. Alright. Now, the people who see this, they can't see. Remember, we live in a fake education system, fake government, fake religions, alright? They're not telling you the truth. They're keeping you guys. Our education system is to keep you the most stupidest as you can. I read in the book of he worked for NASA, Carl Sagan, I think it is, where he says that our education system is to dumb down the people, right? They're not teaching you the truth. It's to keep you the most stupidest as you can. When you look at the education system, it's a system of money, all right? Believe me, people, it's a system of money to control your mind, all right? So they make a profit off of it. So for the truth, you have to study the stars, nature. You must understand it. It's the only truth. It's the only way you're gonna free your mind. All right. So this was made by a historian. All right. But look, I can't see it through it. But let me just, since I have a whole bunch of these, let me show it to you guys. All right. Look. Alright. Okay, you see it? And right here is the star. Okay, you see it? Hope you guys can see it. So let me look for that image again so I can show you guys. Islam crescent symbol. You see? You see that? So you have to probably hold it like this. That's the correct way of their symbol. You see? Right there. Same thing. So it's the galaxy and the star is the Earth. Alright? Oh, they're in plain sight to all to see. So now you understand what it means, right? So you see? So now you see it. Alright? That's their symbol. What it represents. So imagine, you know how much United States government give them a year of money? Alright? You know that money is going towards their underground cities. You know that. All that money they send to Islam is for their underground cities, underground bunkers. So let's keep moving on with this video. Now you understand their symbol, right? Let's do it again. But this is the Milky Way galaxy. It's the moon. So every time when you see the moon now, you understand what it means. It's actually the Milky Way galaxy. Okay. Another one is the goddess Egyptian nut. She's like this. Let me look for that image for you guys, so you guys can see. Alright, let's go. Egyptian goddess nut.
According to Rosicrucian Egyptian Museum, according to ancient Egyptian mythology, Nut is the goddess of the sky and heavens. She was the daughter of Shu, god of vital breath, and his wife Tefnut, goddess of heat. She was usually depicted as a woman bent over earth with her head in the west and feet in the east.
You see? Now look. You see? Nut. Right there. Okay? Now you know who she is, alright? For you people who don't understand. Nut. Islam. And what that say? Over earth. You see? Over earth. That's Islam, but in reality, here's the nut. Alright, that's nut. Over earth. The pyramid. Earth is the pyramid. Earth live inside the pyramid. Okay? You see? There you go. All there to all to see. Alright? You people need to learn how to see. You don't know how to see. So let's keep moving on. Replay that. Listen what the AI tells you. Alright? So let's get started. Alright. Let's see how we're gonna start this to explain it to humanity. Okay, the first thing we're gonna explain, I'm not gonna do it real fast here, then I'm gonna do it real big, alright? So we're gonna do this pretty fast right now. Somebody took my book pointer, my book stage pointer. So the first thing we're gonna talk about is the 4 elements, alright? So right here, you're gonna see 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the earth. 4 elements, alright? That's each one is of 3,000 years. So you got earth, fire, air, and water. Alright? So look at this image over here. So now we're gonna give you guys the one that's revealing. Alright? The one over here is revealing. You will see that 4 earth elements. Alright? Each one's of 3,000 years. So you got the age of earth, 1, 2, 3, 3,000 years. Then you got over here the age of fire. Alright? 1, 2, 3 of 3,000 years. Then you got the age of air. 1, 2, 3. Then you got the age of water. 1, 2, 3. Alright? That's the first thing you have to understand. That's from the wheel of above. Alright? Wheel below is of 3 months. Earth rotates around the yellow sun in 365 days. Okay, that's your 12 months. Above is of 12,000 years. Below is of 12 months. Alright? So, let me get a little piece of paper here so you guys can see. Okay. Above is of 12,000 years, galaxy cycle. You always need this. You need to understand this before you read any religious text. Before you try to look at any ancient cultures, you must understand this first. Then you need the wheel below, the 12 months, 365 days, Earth's rotation around the yellow sun. Okay, look, the egg-shaped pattern, Earth rotation around the yellow sun. Alright, you must understand how it works, how these suns is the cause of the Earth as it tilts and everything. I made a video explaining this. Look for it, learn more. Alright, so let's keep moving on. So now you understand that one. So the second one we're going to talk about is about the 7. Let's get back to this page here. The 7. You see these little angel faces? You count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Those are the 7 constellations with suns. Alright? So let's go back. Okay, 1, 2. Orion, I hit it with those lettering. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright? Those are the 7 constellations for suns. Those are the 29 powers. I mean 33 powers altogether. But when the red sun is not in, it's the 29 powers. Alright? I will explain that right now. So, okay, here's the red sun. It comes in and awakens the 6 constellations. Alright? With suns. She's the 7. When Earth, every millennium cycle, for 800 years, the planet Earth is sleeping. That's no more climbing. When she comes in and she awakens the 6 constellations, she's the 7 constellation. Orion holds 2 suns. Earth will be in 33 powers for 200 years. So that's 200 years where they call it climate change right now. The Earth has more power. The 4 seasons has more power. Alright? So now you understand what it is. Okay? And here it is. Okay? You see that? Alright? There. And there. Okay, it's telling you the same story. Alright? So, okay. So now you understand that. Okay? We will get back to this again later. Okay. So now, okay, now we're going to talk about this up here. 1, these are angels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, well, what is that? All right. Okay. Remove this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The 3 is actually the 1, alright? 10,000 years of light. 10,000 years of light. And the third day, God said, let there be light. Now, God is, I already told you guys, G7. That's the true definition of the word God. G7. G7, the 7 constellation of our suns. O, 15 passages of the red sun solar system. And D, the 4 elements. Spring, summer, autumn, and winter. Alright? You see? So that's the true definitions. The one that the religious people think is a fictional God. It's not real. Alright? They have mental illness, mental psychosis. All religious people do. So let's keep moving on. So now you saw that. In the beginning there were darkness. 1, 2. Then God said let there be light. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Our galaxy cycles of 12,000 years. Alright? I'll be explaining this again in a bigger image. Alright? But I just want to show you guys here like this. Okay? Now right here you will see the rainbow. Can you see that? The rainbow. When you read the Indians, these are the rainbow warriors that will come out and help humanity. Why does it mean help humanity? Because the population is going to grow way out of hand, and the rainbow warriors will come and bring balance again. There's many different stories, all right? But it's about the sevens, all right? It's the times of purifications. The days of purification happens every millennium cycle. This happens every millennium cycle, all right? Red sun comes in the year 2010, 3010, 4010, 5010, makes changes, climate change for 200 years. She stays in a tree of life for 60 or 6 months. She stays. She comes in, our 13th constellation, during the month of June and July. She stays for 40 days. Alright? The red sun becomes a blue sun. Alright? The red Kachina comes into the twins. That's what the twins, Gemini and June. And the red Kachina becomes a blue Kachina. Again, when you read the Bible, this is what's his name again? Judas betrayed Jesus. This is Jesus, the yellow sun. Judas, that's the 14th constellation, comes in. Judas was given 30 pieces of silver. June has 30 days. You see? It's all astrological. So now you understand that. Okay. So you understand the red sun a little bit more. And you understand the rainbow, what it means. It's more radiation. More cosmic rays for 200 years. More sun solar flares coming through the earth. Those are the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, the 4 seasons. We have nuclear summer, nuclear winter for 200 years. The true reason for climate change. Okay. So right here, when you see this one, okay, these are the 8 suns. Alright, you have to count each ring. Okay, got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, then 8 in the inside. Alright, you have to count each one. There's 8. Those are the 8 suns. Okay, the 8 suns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the Alpha and Omega is the red sun. She exchanges energy with them. Again, Adam and Eve, you see, that's our 13th constellation. Adam and Eve, that's the rib. When you read the Lost Book of Enki, Alulu bit Anu's manhood. There's Anu Honolulu. See, he bit his manhood. All right, he bit his penis off in the story. That's actually just, and he swallowed it. You see, Alulu swallow Anu's manhood. He bit it off. Okay, that's what it means. What other stories? David and Goliath, the slingshot. What other stories are out there where they talk about this? Well, there's a lot of stories. You always look at, understand your astrology constellation map, the constellation map. If you want to call it a zodiac, whatever you want to call it, but it's all about the stars. All right. So let's keep moving on. So I already explained the 8. So okay, I think this is the one that you guys want. You want to understand the galaxy. Okay, this is the galaxy. This is the galaxy. All right. Understand that? The galaxy. The 10,000 years of light, 2,000 years of darkness. So let's explain that to you guys real quick here. All right. Okay. In the beginning there were darkness, 1, 2. In the third days, God said, let there be light. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. In the 2,000 years of darkness, people will go and live underground, to the underground cities for 2,000 years. The ions in the air changes, the breath of life. The human species will give birth to the new species, to the new children of the suns. Alright? But you see, you have to look at this. Each one of 1,000 years. Alright? So here we go. Okay? You got 1. Okay, let's start over here. In the third day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So let's go back over here. I can show you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Alright? Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10,000 years of light, 2,000 years of darkness. Alright? Okay, let's explain that right now. This is the earth element, it's the 3,000 years. The fire element is the 3,000 years. The air element is the 3,000 years. The water element is the 3,000 years. Okay? Earth, fire, air, and water. Alright? Now, what's this up here? You have to read. Above galaxy, 12,000 year cycle. The doom, this is the doom. The firmament is the 4 seasons. Okay, the 4 elements. So now you understand. This is the dust clouds, what they call it in NASA. There's the reservoir water. Inky, when you read the Lost Book of Inky, the Sumerian tablets, the yellow sun goes into the well, the reservoir water. Like my daughter told me, she went to see Elsa and she saw the movie Frozen. There's the dark waters. Alright? Okay, so now you understand. The yellow sun goes into a reservoir water. And again, in the Bible, the vapors. You see, in the Bible, in the beginning there were darkness. 1, 2. And the third day, God said let there be light. The vapors. Okay, and the doom. Alright? Now, this is not the flat earth, because those flat earthers are like religious people. They have mental illness, mental psychosis. Same with the people who do the TV series Gaia or Asian aliens. Those people are all liars. They're all primitive people. 99% of the population are all brain dead people. Alright? So there we go. So now you understand that part. Again, right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, those are the 5 ice ages. We have 5 extinctions. Okay, so the first species in the planet Earth were giant titans. Then again, another form of reptiles, giant titans. Again, and the third, giant humans. Then another form, giants with elongated skulls. Then again, us. We live in the 5th wave. And the same thing's gonna happen with us when we finish our. We're right here in the. We in the. We're in the age of Aries. We got 8,000 years to go before we reach the reservoir of water. Those future people who live underground will give birth to the new species. Alright? We will shed our skin again. See, the first ones were titans. Okay, look. Giant titans. You see the giant vegetables, the giant tree, how his lion's head and everything. We were all the same size because. Where's that paper at? The ions in the air, it changes. So we're getting smaller and smaller. Something is happening to our bones. It's shrinking through the ages. Alright? Right here I gave you the dates and everything. So, again, during the 2,000 years of darkness, the people won't be able to point to the stars. It'll be pitch black. People will be afraid of the night. Okay? Again, the people won't be able to point to the stars, alright? The people who live on Earth won't be able to point. It will be pitch black. Okay, the days are like night. But still, you won't be able to see a star in the sky. That's why on the 3rd day, you will see Jesus and his army returning, melting all the ice away. Okay? Or your God, or whatever explanation you want to. The religious people, they have primitive mind. They really think that Jesus will come with an army to save. No, it's already happened. Okay? Let me show you guys. I'm going to show you guys. Okay? Okay, so you see, there's our galaxy cycle. There's a 2,000 years of darkness, so the sun returns with his armies, with the stars, and people will be able to point to the stars again, okay? For a little while, like it says in the Bible, for a little while, because it's going to be a cycle, and the cycle repeats. Then people will be able to point to the stars again, alright? But it'll be a new different species, a new kingdoms of the heavens, alright? So, there we go. So now let's explain this. Why did I explain it like that? Let me explain it another time with a fuller image. You guys can see. The first thing we're going to talk about, I'm going to point it out to you guys because probably you guys couldn't see it before. My thing works. There you go. Alright. The 4 elements. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. Okay. Earth is of 3,000 years. The earth element. The fire element is of 3,000 years. The water element is of 3,000 years. The air element is of 3,000 years. Our galaxy cycle is of 3,000 years. You see, when people don't look closely to the image and study it, you can be fooled by the stupid people. Example, the flat earthers. They say, oh, this is the flat earth in the doom. No, they're not studying the image correctly. They're not studying history correctly. They're using their primitive mind. They're all brain dead people. Alright? Ignorant people. So here we have the earth element that is in the 3rd day for 10,000 years of sunlight and 2,000 years of darkness. Alright, so the earth element, there you go, 1, 2, 3, 3,000 years. The fire element, 1, 2, 3, 3,000 years. The air element, 3,000 years, 1, 2, 3. The water element, 1, 2, 3, 3,000 years. Alright? Just want to point that out to you guys. Alright? So now we're going to go back and point to the 7s. A closer image for you guys. So I can register in your mind 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Those are the 7 constellations with suns, alright? 7. That's 7. 1, 2. Orion holds 2 suns. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright? Those are the 7s. It's everywhere. Okay. So now you know who the 7s are. The 7. So the first 7, his name is right here. That's the 7. Draco. Okay. The one with our rival. That's the one from the Lost Book of Inky again. Thought is the yellow sun, and he's in his spacecraft. And you read the Egyptian ones. Okay. This is Thought and his spacecraft. Look for him under the lion. Alright. So Thought has a similar story like the Lost Book of Inky. These are the 7 weapons of Terra. He also has the 7, but you have to read the METEORO of Thought to understand which ones are those 7s. Alright, I forgot them. I do have it in my notes, and you can look it up on my photo album, on the Egyptian album. It's in there. I'll be updating everything pretty soon. But right here, that's Draco. Okay. Then again, the second one is Polaris Ursa Minor. Alright. So then we have Orion holds 2 suns. The powers are 9 through 12, 13 through 16s. Okay. So right there, the one with where the Terra crumbles. You see. Then we got right here, our constellation is the number 6. I call it Hope, 25 to 28. Okay. And it's the one of above and below. Then the one spares. Now remember, when you look this image up, okay, it's not gonna be like this. They're just gonna give you the stars. Alright. Let me see if I find one in here. Okay. Here's an example. This is the way they give it to you. You have to find out where we located. As you know, we located in the cross. See, we located here. Your government does not have this in your education system. Okay, they don't have none of this. You have to read and put the puzzle together. You have to be a detective. That's why we live in a fake education system. They're not teaching you the truth. So okay, we got that one. Then this, I call her Destiny, 666 40D, 29 to 32 powers. She always comes in every millennium cycle. Okay. She stays for a little while, for 6 years, 6 months, 6 days, changing the 6 constellation with suns. Alright? Again, we have Dog Star Sirius. The power is 17 to 28. The mountain. Okay, look, I forgot to give you her name from the Lost Book of Inky. She is where's the one? With monstrous venoms was filled. Vaporizing of living things. You see, she's the vaporizer when you read the Lost Book of Inky. Again, Dog Star Sirius, 17 to 20. Mountain Mounter. Passion. This is the one I'm confused about, the Sun constellation, alright? 21 to 24 power. When that rim of the world seeks. You see, that's the wind age. Alright. So there we go. So now we're gonna talk about the 10. Alright. The angels. We're gonna talk about these guys up here. So we're gonna talk about them. We're gonna talk about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll talk about the 10. Alright, so there we go. So we got the first one. Okay, it's Pisces. Alright, that's the first one, that's number 3. Then we got Aries. That's where we located for 3,000 years. Okay, so 1,000 years has passed. 2,000, okay, and during the 2,000 years of darkness, when people live in the underground cities, the sun came back out. Alright, so it melted the ice away. As you know, when you listen to the American Indians and some other Indian tribes, they say they all came out from the underground cities. Research underground cities, you will see a lot of them around the world. They live underground for 2,000 years. So when in the New Age, the sun came out, started melting the ice away. A lot of Indians says they crossed the ice bridge, right? They were looking for the equator line so they can start harvesting and living their normal life again for 10,000 years. So it's in the third day when the sun comes back out. We have sunlight for 1,000 years on the age of Pisces. That's the fish symbol. You understand? Pisces. Then you will have Aries for another 1,000 years. Then you will have Taurus for another 1,000 years of sunlight. Then you will have Gemini for another 1,000 years of sunlight. Then you will have Cancer for another 1,000 years of sunlight. Then you will have Leo for another 1,000 years of sunlight. Then you will have Virgo for another 1,000 years of sunlight. Then you will have Libra for another 1,000 years of sunlight. Then you will have Scorpio for another 1,000 years of sunlight. Then you will have Sagittarius, that's the last year of sunlight. Then over here, Capricorn, Aquarius at the 2,000 years of darkness, where the sun gets covered by the dark waters. Alright? So now you understand that. Alright? So we're going to talk about now the red sun. Okay. Here's the red sun, changing energy with the yellow sun. She does it every millennium cycle. Alright? She came in the year 2010, 3010, 4010, she, like that. Then she comes back. She comes into our 30 constellation every month of June to July for 40 days. The red sun becomes a blue sun. The red Kachina becomes a blue Kachina. Alright? In Latin, okay, the genie is the red sun because it becomes a blue sun. The god Shiva is blue. You see, it's talking about the 14 constellation solar system. Alright? So now you understand that. Okay? That's the red sun. She comes in every millennium. Okay? The red sun comes in every millennium cycle. Does climate change to Earth for 200 years? Earth will be in its 33 powers. Alright? Again, 33 Kundalini, 33 vertebrae. Jesus died at the age of 33. There's a lot of different interpretation. Mation. All this is Egyptian, Aztec, and India knowledge retold by the historians with different illusions. Alright? So there we go. So now you understand. The red sun becomes a blue sun. The red sun becomes a blue sun. It changes the yellow sun for 40 days. We're in climate change for 200 years. The climate will go back to normal by the year 2217. Water will rise by the year 2025. We have technology trying to save the earth and trying to control these changes. Alright? So, but I'm not sure if those technologies are going to work, but still it helps a little bit. A little bit is better than nothing. Alright? That's why we have chemtrails. That's why we have CERN, a particle collider. Okay, chemtrails is reflecting, it's aluminum sulfate. It's reflecting the energy, like particles from the sun. CERN is a particle collider. Again, the underground water tunnels are to control the seawater rises and river rises. Again, we have a lot of technologies. Okay. Also, they're preparing for the underground cities for the future people. All right. Remember, we're gonna become a weaker species. So now that you know that, we talked about the red sun. Now we're gonna talk about the rainbow. Okay. Read the Native American and the Hopi Indians, the Rainbow Warriors. But remember, it's all hidden in an illusion. You must understand your astrology knowledge to understand who they are. Again, when you read the the Native American Indian stories. These are the 7 sisters. Alright, if you know what I'm talking about, only those people who read the Native American stories, you understand who the 7 sisters are now. Alright? And you understand who the Rainbow Warriors are. Alright? So, there you go with that one. Again, this is, let's count together. Okay? So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Okay, the inside probably is the 7, but 6 is the, okay, 6 constellation with suns. All right. When you do this, there's my paper. You can see through that one. Let me get that paper I'm going to use. I'll use this one. I explained this before in one of my videos, alright? Okay. Okay. Understand G is where we're located, the 13th constellation. 13th constellation. Then we have the 5 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Altogether are 6. Alright? So Earth. I always draw Earth in an egg shape because it's the rotation around the yellow sun, alright? Earth rotation around yellow sun is egg shape, alright? So Earth will be in the 29 power. These are the 29 powers. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 29 power for 800 years. 33 powers for 200 years. That's when the red sun, the 7 comes in. Alright? She's the 7. This one is the 6. Okay, and there's our 13th constellation. That's the 6. Again, for the people who still can't see, it's the 13. Okay, surrounded by the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 7 comes in every millennium cycle. Changes everything. Okay? That's for you people who still can't get it. But again, like I told you guys, we have 8 suns, 8 rims. Alright? It depends how you want to see it. Different culture explains it different ways. Just wanted to point that out to you guys. Give you guys a little example. So we explain this. So however you want to count it, you can count it as inside 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You see? However you want to count it. Okay, 9. Again, the 9 kingdoms, the 8 constellation with suns, and Earth is the 9. Okay, it's however you guys want to view it. All right. There's a lot of different stories throughout all the cultures. I just want to give you guys a little example. Okay, now we're going to talk about, this is the galaxy, alright? The galaxy, alright? The galaxy, the 10,000 years of light, 2,000 years of darkness. So we got 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, 9,000, 10,000 years of sunlight, 2,000 years of darkness. It is because the yellow sun goes into a reservoir of water, it goes into a dust cloud, it goes into the dark rivers, it goes into the well. Jesus Christ gets baptized, the crucifixion of Jesus Christ. Jesus comes back with his army. All depends how you want to describe it. Whatever illusions the world has out there for you guys. Alright? If you guys cannot comprehend this, you need to study. If you're watching this video, it's because you want to learn. You're the 1% who wants to learn. Once you try to explain this to the other 99%, they will say that you're crazy. It's because they're under the mind control. They love the delusion world that they've been given. They've been put over their eyes. Like it says in the Matrix, when Morpheus told Neo, you have to see it for yourself. This is hard to explain. And when Neo saw it for himself, he understood that he is the one. We are the one. We are all the ones. We are all the creators. Right? We're experiencing our creation. So there we go. So hopefully you guys can see that. So let me explain it in a different way. Okay. Here's the doom. The vapors. Remember, this is also called the vapors from the Bible. Alright? So remember, is the reason for a transmutation, a human evolution and adaptations. When the ion changes in our galaxy cycle, 12,000 year galaxy cycle, the human species change. All species change. All life changes. Alright? I'll give you this one here. It almost towards the end. So here we go. In the beginning there were darkness. 1, 2. We in the vapors, and the dark waters, and the well, and the dust clouds. The sun is blocking. The people won't be able to point to the light, to the stars. Then the third day, God said, let there be light. Remember God, again, G, 7 constellations with suns, O, 50 passages of the solar system, D, the 4 elements. Alright? Let there be light for 10,000 years. You see? Let there be light for 10,000 years. For a little while. Until the cycle happens again. Let there be darkness for 2,000 years. Let there be light for 1,000 years. Positions of the stars through the 12,000 years galaxy cycle. Alright? So now you understand. This is the Earth age. The fire age. The air age, the water age. These are we went through 5 ice ages, 5 transmutation, titans. I'm not sure how they look like. Titan reptilians. Then we became giants, and another form of giants. Now we are humans in the 5th wave. Alright? Then we're going to give birth to the new species. We are here in the age of Aries. We got 8,000 years to go before we hit the age of Capricorn and Aquarius, before the future people have to live in the underground cities. The ions will change in the air, the new breath of life, the new species will be created. Alright? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me zoom in more so I can show you this. It's all about this, people. Oh, my cameras. Hopefully you can see it right there. Alright. Earth, fire, air, and water. And here's all the human transmutations. First wave happened. In the beginning it was 12,000 years, then 24,000 years, then 36,000 years, then 48,000 years. Then right here we've been in 60,000. We have been living in Earth for 60,000 years. Right now we're in the age of Aries, so it's been 62,000 years. Let me show you guys. Okay, 60,000 years, but we're in the new age of Aries. 60,000 years. 1, 2, 62,000 years. Alright? We've been living in Earth. Just wanted to show you guys. Okay? So it's not like it says in the Wikipedia on your school papers that the galaxy cycle is about 230 to 50 million years. That's all a lie. Life began in Earth 62,000 years ago. The first In the beginning, 12,000 years. Then again, 12,000 year cycle. Then again, 24,000 year cycles on two different species. Then again, 24,000 year cycle. Giants walk with dinosaurs. It's everywhere. There's fossils everywhere. Then again, 48,000 year cycle. Then again, 60,000 year cycle. Now we in 1,000 years past and another 1,000 years past. That puts us in the age of Aries, year 2019, then the year 3019, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and 10. In the year 10,000 will be the last age of light. Then we go again to the 2,000 years of darkness. And it'll be a new species again. Alright? So hope you people have learned and loved the truth. You never have to believe me. The truth is in the stars. Study, learn, and educate your mind. Now again, you're going to see another video. It's the same thing, me saying it. But I was kind of lost and stuff. I didn't know how to explain this one. But watch it. Probably I'll say more things that will enlighten you. Enlighten means you will understand the knowledge. Until next time. Bye-bye.